Good morning. I hope you have been doing well. Well, I just started like it's an email I'm writing. So this is not an email. This is actually a video about my subscribers. This is a video about OK TV Today. I'm Alex. Anybody who has never actually seen me. So this is Alex. And OK TV Today is a channel where we bring recaps, mostly recaps, because we like to highlight the events that happened in a movie or the events that happened in a TV show. And TV shows mostly because they bring episodes after episodes. Mostly some go up to 8 episodes, some up to 13, some up to 15, like The Pit, which we did a couple months ago. The last one we have done is I Will Find You. And apparently that is the last I uploaded. The current one is Spider Noir, one of the best series out there right now. Actually, has a good storyline. So I don't know if my audio is very audible, but I'm going to go through this video anyway. So Spider Noir, I haven't uploaded Spider Noir because currently my channel have been very disappointing. I'll say that. And number one, I haven't earned a lot of money like it used to give me when I actually started the channel, when I actually got monetized. So I don't know what concept YouTube uses because number one, when I started the channel, apparently that is like a long time ago, but now I decided to be very serious with good content. That is like 2.5 to 3 years ago, basically. So the first year was actually me posting good content and they were getting very crazy views. I started with this series, Special Ops Lioness. I actually personally love that series. So the views actually did well. They currently are releasing season 3, and I'm waiting August 12th. That is, I have the date, the back of my mind. So we'll have season 3 of Special Ops Lioness. So when I actually started it, we had someone view, we got monetized. And after we got monetized, I was doing movie clips. With regards to that, I did movie clips of Despicable Me 3. Was it me? Yeah. I also did some with regards to other movie clips that I eventually deleted because they were getting content ID. I was using the same format of editing, and that is okay at the end of the day. But my work generally is recaps. We bring you, rather, try and paint for you the picture that happens on each picture. And with that said, the other thing I do is movie clips, which I've mentioned, and explain them. For every movie, it starts with the opening sequence and eventually the storyline, the plot twist, and all that, and eventually go all the way to um, the closing sequence. So, with the closing sequence, sometimes I bring you clips of the closing, sometimes I bring you clips of the opening, maybe in the middle or whatever. Like for the last couple of days, I've highlighted Toy Story 5, and I've taken you a trip down the memory lane with a clip of Toy Story 4. Anyway, let me just skip all this hula baloo and jump to what has brought me to this video. So, OKTV today has been doing really well. It has helped me a lot. But currently, for the last 1 year, I'll state this for the record, the pay has really dropped. 1 year ago, I went on down the rabbit hole searching what is really happening. On Reddit, everybody was experiencing the same thing currently. But now, 1 year later, it's still not changing. For me, maybe some has changed. For me, it hasn't changed. People made videos 1 year ago, what I'm making now, complaining about the payment, revenue, and all that. And mine is not about complaining. I'm saying YouTube as well, for me, for instance, in 2024, when views and revenue had started to decline, that was the first wave of slashing my revenue to half. At first, it was 700, 500 to 700. And then we went down to $300. That was like 2025, January and February. When it got to $400 January, apparently, the reason I'm saying it has helped me because at that time, my other job, I had closed my other job, which I had left it for YouTube officially full time. And then I had, like, now my wife was going to get our last born, now the second born. And that's when I'm saying that 400, $300 wasn't much, but it helped me a lot because at that time, and noticed the pay was actually declining and on the decline for a couple months, starting back in October 2024. This is the timeline. Come to January, that's when I got my partner manager, and apparently I was grateful. But eventually, we didn't end on a good note with the partner manager because I was constantly asking, "Why is my payment going down?" And my views actually were technically also going down. And apparently, I also noticed she wanted me to post more of community posts and shorts and trying other YouTube features, which I did, and nothing happened. I didn't no not there was no improvement. So when she actually left 6 months later, the pay was half what was now half actually. So it was around 150, and that was six. It was around 250, and some even going to 150. Currently, it has been stuck to 100 to 150, which is very disappointing, by the way, because I can't live off that. I can't pay my rent. I can't, I have a family. That's why now, after 6 months, with the partner manager, I decided, you know what, I'm not going to make YouTube full time. I decided to go back to my other hustle, which also hasn't picked because I had left it eventually for like two years. So like now you have to go back and restart again. So now what I'm trying to say is um it's either my partner manager gave me a bad review or I'm not sure what happened because you cannot go from the peak of 600 around that was 572, that is around 600 rounding off USD to 150, sometimes even 130 to 102. It's berserk. It's bizarre. Like I don't understand what really happening. So number one, the algorithm changed. YouTube came up with so many other things like um so many other things, including they tried to focus on shorts. And at this one point, I posted 16 shots. Actually, the views actually went back and shot up. Besides shooting up, the next day it went down. That's the problem with shorts. The views peak the first day, the first few hours, and then just goes like stagnates like forever. So for a channel with so many shots, for a channel with so many videos, I'm not the person who's like I shouldn't be here complaining about getting $100. It's bizarre because $100 translated to our local currency, it's around 15,000 Kenya shillings, which is basically food money, no rent, no stuff. You can imagine at the top of my payment period, I was living in a 200 USD, $200 house. That is 20,000 Kenya shillings to 25,000. So I attribute that to the current work I'm working on because I was in that job before YouTube. It was paying for me comfortably that house. It was my firstborn was going to a school um, that is worth $300, which they increased to 400, and I was unable to pay eventually because I had left my former job to stick to YouTube, which was having the prospect of paying me $500, and I thought I would pay rent and pay my kids' school fees comfortably. But unfortunately, things turned around. YouTube pay dropped. I left my work my former hustle. So I couldn't go back. So I kept hoping things would work and turn around. Didn't work. Got even worse. Got even worse. I had to downgrade to a house worth $100. I had to downgrade my child from a school. Apparently, during that period, my second child was being born, and I had to pay the school fees of my firstborn at least $300, which I didn't have. So my firstborn didn't actually go to school the first term of 2025, which was very bad. During now the second term, which happened in April, we had to downgrade him to a $50 school. Bad, terrible. I stuck with, the hopes that things would get better. Anyway, 6 months later, after my second born was born, I decided to go back to my previous hustle because it hasn't picked up to now because it takes a lot of time and a lot of couple of years, maybe 2 to 3. Now I've been there 1 year. So what I'm trying to say is my issue is with 16,000 subs, with 1,000 videos plus, we shouldn't be here making $100. It's beyond me, like beyond anyone who actually gets to work this hard to get to that level. It doesn't pay me my worth. It's I had even stopped posting across other channels because I thought this was it. This is me growing to become Mr. Beast. But apparently it didn't happen. And yeah, that is just about YouTube payment. YouTube subscribers at 16,000 getting $100. See, I can't comprehend this thing. They have guacamole me to $100. It's something, but again, I'm sure maybe if I do this video, eventually they'll guacamole me to $50. But I don't care now. What I'm trying to say is I'll continue working because I'm not building the KTV brand for money. I'm building it for generation wealth. So it's beyond the $100. It's beyond you giving me $100. It's beyond the algorithm guacamole me. It's building a brand that will stand the test of time. So basically, not sure what will happen after this video. Maybe they might guacamole me, and maybe the brand will not exist in their platform. But what I'm trying to say is, every YouTuber who starts, you start at small, like achieving the monetization plate, and then after that, they push you so that you start making your own money, and then eventually they kind of like hold the entire process. You stagnate there forever. So can imagine at 3,000 subs and 7,000 subs, I was making a lot of money. That was 400, 500 US dollars, 570 US dollars. At that point, I was untouchable because I could pay my bills comfortably without even having to work a second job. So guacamole me to $100. It's even, you know, you don't have even the morale to do anything with regards to creating content. But me, I do it for no money. I do it for passion. It's a hobby. And I thought the hobby would pay me. Anyway, going forward, we have been even experimenting with different content types to see if it will pick. For example, I did a Messi video and Jude Bellingham video during the prime hour, and the moment was actually really trending. We got 20 views. It's insane to even get less than 1% of the subscribers at a point where a topic is trending. It means either they have banned you. It means either your partner manager left a very terrible comment to them, maybe their department, and you were like put under watch or something. And I don't know, they kind of just want you to stop doing, YouTube or whatever. But like I said, I'm doing this for generational wealth, something I want to leave my son, a platform and a media platform that we can actually, or they can actually build on later in the future. With that said, 15 minutes in, complaining. I hope something will change. Because if it doesn't change, we have even been trying Twitch, it's not working. Kick, it's not working. YouTube was our last hope. So if it doesn't work, I don't know. Nothing will.